Hello and welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast.
Hola!
Episode 113, We Only Do Cups. In this week's episode, JfG Ash is off on his holishlay. He is also back in Completion Town.
Fucking again, man. Jesus.
JfG Alex goes somewhere mental.
Yeah, I fucking do.
There's some news.
There's probably some news, yeah.
And finally, there might be some other stuff.
There's probably some of that as well. I don't know. Don't pressure me. Hello and welcome to the JfG Podcast. This is episode 113. My name is Alex, and I'm joined, as ever, although this isn't as ever, by my good friend Ash. How's it going, buddy? You alright?
Yeah, buddy. I guess I'm alright. I mean, once again, I'm having a bad time. There's been more technology that has been dying on me. I mean, fuck me. I've just had enough now. Like, so last time it was my tablet, the batteries died. Yep. I took that to bits over the past few days, opened it up, did some tests on the battery, was like, okay, so these are meant to be like a 3.8 volt and it's only giving out like 2.5, so that's not good. And then whilst it's charging, it's accepting the charge, but it's just not holding it, so I'm hoping the battery's just dead. So I'd obviously furiously Googling away and found like some Chinese person is selling the same kind of battery for like 12 quid. So I've ordered one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll come.
He's balls deep, ladies and gentlemen. He's committed now. He's gone to see, as Morpheus might say, to see how far the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, so
that's what's happening.
I'm going to have to do a bit of soldering to get this battery off, but then pop
Absolutely.
the new one off. I thought, fuck it, why not? I've gone this far. I might as well go the whole way. So yeah, that'll turn up in a month or so.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah, yeah. When that thing will be totally obsolete, which is going to be
given.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that turning up and hopefully maybe working, but probably not. So yeah, more bad news, buddy. My PC's died.
Fuck, man.
I know. It was working yesterday, and it is not working today.
What's the deal with that? What's the problem, do you reckon?
So a while ago, I thought I had some issues with like my power supply unit, my PSU, and for some reason those problems just disappeared. I was like, sweet, everything's fine. So many months, or I can't even remember what it was. That
was ages ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
and that thing is dead. I did the the paperclip test where you unplug it, apart from like just a fan or something, and you put a paperclip in like the bit that goes in the motherboard. Is it like the 12 pin? I think it's.
Yeah,
I can't remember. So you bridge it from like the green wire to a black wire and then turn it on, and it's meant to just turn on. And no, there was no fans going round. That thing is dead.
Shit, man.
I know.
That's all she wrote.
Fuck it, I was so pissed off. I was just like, this is not what I need. Like, just as before I go on my holiday, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, my tablet, which I was well excited about playing over the holiday. Or holishlay, I should say, sorry.
Indeed.
And that's just dead. And then I was like, right, gonna do the podcast on Monday before going out on the holishlay. I was like, yeah, sweet, we'll live stream it, we'll do the whole shebang. Standard stuff, and it's just like, nope, that's not working.
Fuck you, basically.
Pretty much, buddy. Pretty much. It's fuck me, and who cares? Yeah. Now I'm worried because I'm using my MacBook Pro, and it's been on charge, and it's just saying 97%. It's been saying that for about an hour. I'm like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah.
The numbers mean nothing, buddy.
No, well, yeah, I don't know really. Hopefully that'll be fine. Who knows?
Yeah, so I've this week I've just plugged my Yeti microphone into my MacBook, downloaded Audacity because it's free, and was like, right, that's where I'm recording this time.
Well, thankfully you've invested in that microphone, which means that you can get away with that.
Yeah, it's true.
If you had a piece of shit microphone, then you could be in some bother at this point.
I could have some issues going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so it's not been a great week, or half a week. It's been quite troublesome. But good news, buddy, I've been to Completion Town.
Fucking what is this? Like, this is becoming weekly now. It's freaking me out. Frankly,
sorry.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I went back to Horizon Zero Dawn, buddy.
Oh, he's got there. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. It's loads of fun. But I'll talk about that in a bit, obviously. I mean, spoiler, right. I finished the game. That's what Completion Town is.
That's what that is there. That's what that's all about.
Other things this week. I went to Smith's Toy Store on, I think it was Saturday morning. They were having some kind of shindig. It's a thing, right. Apparently. I don't know. My wife saw it on Hot UK Deals, was like, yeah, they've got like a live DJ and gift bags. I was like, cool.
What?
I mean, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
There was method to our madness because, like, our son's birthday party was last weekend, and like I said, he got loads of like fucking vouchers and stuff because that's the new thing that to do at kids' birthdays now. I don't know if I did say that on the podcast. It was like in person, but yeah, like instead of giving like shitty toys, they're just like, yeah, here's like a £15 voucher for Toys R Us or wherever. And yeah, so he had like 40 quid's worth of Smith Toys vouchers. I was like, yeah, sweet. Let's go buy shit.
The big haul for the big dog.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, like you get like money instead of like shit presents, and then you can buy whatever the fuck you want. I mean,
I think it makes sense. Yeah,
makes so much more sense.
It's fine.
So yeah, went to Smith's Toys. Like, it was fucking weird. I was like, we went in there. They gave us like a hat and a balloon. I'm like, cool. Thanks for this Smith's Toys hat. I mean, This week's podcast is sponsored by Smith's Toys.
There's a magical place.
No,
oh no,
mate,
so it's different.
Wrong one,
no,
mate. Ah, shit. Fucked it now.
Rumbled.
We're not getting our severance pay or whatever.
We won't get that tenner now.
No.
Fuck.
Cock.
Cock.
There's just like some like teenage girl DJ with like an old timey popcorn machine there. I was like, what the fuck is? It's just.
Was she a YouTuber? What's going on?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But she didn't look happy. She was just like, oh fuck's sake. Probably vaguely hungover. Who knows? I mean,
I didn't do a masters for this. She was thinking.
So yeah, while we were in there, we were looking at all different things to get, like Lego. Oh, I love a bit of Lego. Looked at like new scooters and skateboards. I was like, yeah. And then obviously we got to the game section, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting a 3DS for my birthday. I'm like, are you? I don't know that. Maybe. Who knows? Or like a 2DS even. I was like, yeah. So we looked at like the 3DS games, and fucking hell, they're so expensive. They are like insane. Like, they should be like 20 quid max, and they're like 35 quid for like Super Mario fucking Super Sports or some wank shit game. That like, it's fucking terrible.
The 480th version of Mario on a Nintendo device.
Exactly.
Yep, there it is.
So I was like, yeah, we're not buying one of them because, one, we can get it way cheaper online, and two, like, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were looking around, and then obviously he's a big fan of Skylanders, buddy, and you know it is tradition to get him a Skylanders game
from the year before.
Yeah. So yeah, he was like, oh, I can buy Skylanders Imaginators, and yeah, we ended up buying that, which was nice. Another, like, on the way out, they were like, here's your gift bag. I'm like, thanks, mate. And in it, like, was just, like, some crap, obviously, standard crap, like, girly stuff. I'm like, I don't want that. But then there was, like, a Disney Infinity 2.0 character, like the Guardians of the Galaxy characters. So I was like, sweet, we've got this game. So we got like what's his name, like Grax or something, the destroyer.
Drax.
And, Drax. Yeah. There you go. And what's his name, the raccoon guy.
Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah,
Rocket.
Yeah. So yeah, we've now got those two characters as well.
You got something of genuine value in a goodie bag.
I know.
That's unbelievable.
That
only happens at the Oscars. What the hell?
It made me feel great. I was like, this is a day well spent.
Fucking beautiful stuff, buddy.
So apart from that, buddy, there's been a lot of fucking packing and not of the fudge variety.
God, no.
No. So yeah, I'm all packed up. Last things to go in are obviously going to be the MacBook Pro. That's going in. I've installed Civ 5 on there. XCOM as well.
Civ's gonna spin that puppy up to fucking Kingdom Come, mate.
It's alright, buddy.
20 minutes battery out of it.
my resolution maximum is 1200 by 800, so that's fine. It's a pile of shit. Yep. It's like a 13-inch little tiddler. Don't you worry about it. I've also commandeered my wired mouse from my PC, seeing as that's fucking dead. So I was like, I'll take that with me.
Fair enough. Yep, it.
And yeah, buddy. My Vita grip turned up today, so I've got my extended handheld device. So
have you tried it out yet?
I haven't. I put the Vita in there and held it and was like, sweet, I got the right one, and then put it in the bag.
I suppose it's going to take a few hours of play to work out if that was
well,
worth
immediately holding it, I was just like, this feels like a fucking controller. This doesn't feel like my hands are going to cramp up like a... I don't know.
It could be money well spent that then. It was only was it like £8 or something?
Yeah, it was £10 in the end. I got it off Prime, next day delivery. Like, I was umming and ahhing it over it for fucking... right until the bitter end. And then Sunday night, I'm like, buy it, fuck it. And then, it turned up today.
Fucking sweet, buddy.
So buddy, in like, that was way too much talking for how little I've actually done this week. I feel like I've dragged it out pretty well there for a good intro. Seeing as there's not a lot going on this week, because obviously, I'm not here for the news or any other things that you're going to be talking about.
Yeah, some ground rules here. Obviously, the podcast is being recorded on a Monday evening, which is, I don't know if that's ever happened before, because Ash is going on his holishlays tomorrow, so this is the best time to do it. It's going to be a bit live and a bit jagged because I'm editing it, and therefore fucking all bets are off, let's put it that way. Obviously there's been bugger all news, or not very much news anyway, so we won't have any of that, and I'll probably record that later in the week. Might have a special guest with me, but I don't want to over-egg that because I'm not certain about it yet, but we'll see on that one, buddies. So yeah, that's about it. We're just going to have a chat for a bit and chuck it up onto the internet, so business as usual, buddy.
I fucking love business.
Get it down to business.
Oh yeah.
Play that same song.
Playing that same song.
Yeah.
So I should probably ask you what you've been up to, buddy. I forgot that it is a bank holiday today, buddy. Good note taking.
It's a bank holiday today. We'd normally be at work.
Yeah, that's true.
Not now, obviously.
Not right. Oh no, that'd be stupid.
We would normally have been at work. You can hear. You may or may not be able to hear that I'm happy that I'm not at work, but also quite drunk from a day's weirdness. So it's kind of a bit of a mixture for me. I probably sound as normal, I would imagine. But it's a bank holiday Monday. I've had a very strange day, buddy. I've had a very strange day.
How so?
Well, I made notes. The only things that I've done other than today's weirdness were I had a barbecue at work. That was quite funny. My office is at like a.
So you went to work on a bank holiday?
No, not today. No. This was on Friday.
Thanks.
We had a barbecue at work.
What are you doing?
You wouldn't catch me at work today, buddy.
I know.
It's an impossibility.
It's just never going to happen.
No, on Friday I had a barbecue at work, and that was funny because we were at work, but we were having a barbecue, so that was funny. We're going to do it again next week.
Nice.
because that'll be funny as well. And then we can say we've done it 2 weeks in a row, and that's funny. So that was basically the only notes I made. Also, I watched Finding Dory. Dory.
Yeah, I've seen that film because I have kids.
I thought it was shite.
I mean, what is? Yeah,
that thing's like 90+% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't understand. Like, it's barely a straight to DVD sequel. The fact that it released in the cinema.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I thought it was bullshit.
You should go and see The Boss Baby, mate. That's
I really shouldn't.
You should see The Boss Baby.
Have you seen The Boss Baby?
I've seen The Boss Baby, buddy.
Was it woeful?
I mean, it's about a baby that can talk, and
it's Alec Baldwin, though, isn't it?
It's Alec Baldwin.
Does that make it okay?
I thought it was fine. For some shit animation film that I couldn't give a fuck about, but yeah.
Right. Well, I really liked Finding Nemo, so considering the fact that this
you
was
were
a
younger
sequel,
then, though, buddy. That was
I know, but I wasn't
time.
that much younger. I wasn't 8 or something. Like, considering the pedigree of Finding Nemo, what a fantastic film that was, and the fact that there'd been such a long time between the two films, I was expecting a little bit more.
Are you excited for Cars 3? Because I am.
Fucking not. I'm really not. Ugh. I will not watch that.
I can't wait. I'm well excited for Cars 3.
Cars is shit.
The original Cars was one of my favourites.
It's wank.
It's Lightning McQueen is like the fucking G.
It's a terrible film.
But it's fucking Owen Wilson, buddy.
I like Owen Wilson, but Cars is shit.
Nah, mate. It's great.
It's an animated movie created to sell fucking cars and stuff in Toys R Us. Or Smith Toys. You can get me Smith Toys, our sponsor for this week.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to today, buddy, because those things aren't very interesting.
I kind of want to go back to animated films. I thought we were going well.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, Finding Dory is bad. What annoyed me the most was it said Willem Dafoe was in it. And I was where is he?
Well, you can't see him. He's animated.
No, but no, I don't mean that. Where's Finn, his character or whatever? And he's like after the credits. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, and that will happen.
Motorbike. I've got the windows open again.
Are you back home? Like, back at your parents? That was the standard thing.
That was the thing. Yeah,
on game night or whatever. It was like, shitty motorbike
anyway,
going past.
it was a shit film. There were a couple of funny moments, but basically it was a cash-in, tack-on bullshit.
Did you like the bit when she remembered?
It was, to be honest, it was almost just annoying. Every time she remembered or forgot, it was just annoying.
I mean, I found her an annoying character in Finding Nemo, because I was just like, I mean, you've just got like memory loss issues. I mean, that's not funny.
Let's make a movie about that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Let's fucking not. So yeah, don't watch that. I'm sure you weren't going to, dear listener, but don't watch that anyway.
I'm guessing if someone was going to watch it, they've probably already seen it by now. I mean, you're a bit late to the party, buddy.
When did that come out? It's not that old.
It's well old, isn't it?
Finding Dory? No, it's less than. I bet it's less than a year old.
I don't care.
You can't come at me and then not care. I'm looking it up.
Fine, 8th of June 2016.
There you go. Yeah. It's not a year old yet.
Well, yeah.
When the pod goes up, when does the pod go up?
I don't know. This week.
It goes up on the 4th. There you go. No.
You went to like an anniversary showing, didn't you? Because you loved it so much.
I watched it on Cody.
Terrible. Watch out for that, buddy.
On to today, buddy.
Today, what did you watch any animation today?
Today has been a day of days.
The day. Is this the day of days?
I woke up this morning, as I so often do, and I was like, I'm seizing this. This is bank holiday.
I'm taking this.
This is gonna be a day.
Yeah.
When I go and go to work, and people are like, "What did you get up to on Monday?" I'm gonna
You're
have
gonna be like,
some
I fucking
stories.
seized the horns.
I fucking.
I raped Bank Holiday Monday.
I did.
Yeah.
I was knee deep in
Knee deep in it, yeah.
Absolutely
Nice,
knee deep.
yeah.
So, started out, got up, got ready, got the missus to start getting ready because that takes over an hour.
Oh,
and
don't.
then, honestly, went out for breakfast, buddy. Not really something that's done very much in the UK, going out for breakfast. But
I
was
like going out for breakfast.
We're fucking going out for breakfast.
I mean, some people go out for breakfast and they go to the pub. I mean, that's not the kind of breakfast I mean. Like,
I want
I'm
a cafe with a full English. That's what I want.
Bit of that.
Yeah.
Maybe some Bellinis.
Went to the old Java Bean Cafe, buddy. I had the Java 5, the old 5-piece breakfast rather than the 8-piece.
Okay, slimming it down. Nice.
Well, I was anticipating perhaps eating out twice more that day, so I decided I decided to keep things reasonable. So it was the egg, it was the bacon, it was the hash browns, it was the mushrooms. And the fifth was what did I go for?
Penis.
Sausage, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, it was a Cumberland.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Then we went to the shops. The missus just left her job for a new one. She was given £200 worth of vouchers for John Lewis from various volunteers and staff members. And I was thinking, if only that was a different store than John Lewis, we could probably use that for a telly. Yeah. But obviously, any telly we buy in John Lewis, it's going to be probably £200 more expensive than anywhere else anyway.
But seriously, if you keep an eye out on Hot UK deals, like John Lewis comes up quite a lot with TVs because they normally do like a 5-year guarantee with it.
Yeah, well, we trilled around there today. I had a look at all the TVs, and there just wasn't a good enough one there. They didn't have any with like HDMI 2 under like $1,000. Yeah, so it just wasn't happening.
Not right now.
So yeah, no, in the end we bought a clock, 3 tapas bowls that combine into the shape of a fish, and a multicoloured table runner, buddy. So
money well spent.
Plenty of vouchers left after that.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that came to 200 quid, that was fucking well played.
Table runner for £150. Yeah, no, we didn't do that.
Fucking hell. Does it like feed me for £150 at the same time?
It literally is like an infinite machine of food.
Is it like the like the Yoshushi or things where like you put your food on it just slowly rotates like an automatic lazy Susie? Or
it's like that, but crossed with a replicator. So
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have that for 150 quid.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Didn't do that. So we were done at the shops. We were like, well, that's that done with. On to the main event, of course. Now, when I drive back to my folks' house, along the old A228, buddy.
No, giving it away.
I regularly go past a brown sign. Now, of course, the brown signs in the UK, if you're familiar with this, are attractions. Attractions.
Yeah,
Gulliver's Island. Yeah, Gulliver's Island, a theme park, or
zoos,
some sort of a zoo, or a stately home, perhaps might
trains
get a brown sign.
As well. Trains,
yeah, absolutely. Trains. Any sort of attraction, buddy. Now, often, if I'm looking out for it, and it's been kind of eating away at me for some time now, we go past a brown sign, and all it says on it is Teapot Island.
What?
And I'm like, what is that? What exactly is that? And to be honest, we came back from my folks yesterday, and the jig was up. I'd had enough. It was time to learn.
Yeah,
it was time to find out.
He got his investigative hat on, maybe some kind of monocle. Yeah, I'm feeling.
It was time. Yeah. It was time. So I looked up very briefly. I saw how much is it to get in car park, £3. That's fine. Free entry.
Yeah.
And it's in Yalding, which floods regularly, but it won't flood today. So I was like, cool, we're good to go with gravy. So the missus likes tea. Obviously, let's go to Teapot Island. So we did. we went
So
to
far, buddy, you are literally fucking the shit out of today.
What a day.
Ah,
What is-
mate. I mean, you're only in like mid-morning so far, I'm guessing.
It's at this point, it's about 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah. The day's going.
Flying
but,
along.
You know, yeah.
No problem. I've
Cool.
got this. I've got
So,
this.
Teapot Island, take it there. To me on it.
So Teapot Island. We arrive at Teapot Island. Teapot Island isn't an island. It's. I mean, it's surrounded by water on at least 3 sides, and you could call it a bit of a pentagon with 4 sides of water. But
Okay.
it's certainly attached to some mainland. So, am I going to mark it down for that? I certainly am. But there's. I'm a stickler. What can I say?
Well, I mean,
So-
I hope you got on. What is it? What's the fucking travel app? Well, I can't remember what it's called now.
TripAdvisor.
There you go. Be like,
Mark it down
this
for
is not an
being
island.
Yeah. 1 out of 5,
false
not an island.
advertising, not an island.
Yeah. What I can say is there was plenty of water about, and there were several bridges onto Teapot Island, which gave the illusion of it being an island.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Which, satisfied me slightly, 80% kind of thing. We park up at this
It's down
place.
to a 4-star.
The car park has a mechanism on it that I've never seen before. Now, this isn't that interesting, but I have to mention it. It's £3 to park the car, but the pay and there's no pay and display. It's a gate with a pay and display machine on it, and you put the money in, and then it opens, and you're in the car park.
Okay.
There's no set times.
Just
If you haven't
go
got the change, then you're in the queue. So you're fucked.
I feel
Forget
like there was a massive queue to get into this place as well.
There were at least 5 cars. And
No way.
Yeah,
Fuck
and 2
off.
the car park wasn't specifically for Teapot Island.
Okay, there were other.
There were attractions. There's
Yeah.
a playground, and it was a big country park type thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so you get in that
Main
queue.
attraction, Teapot
You've
Island.
never been there before. You
Yeah.
pull into that field, and it presents you with a machine that wants exactly £3. And if you don't have that, then the gate won't open, and you'll hold up everyone behind you.
Right, cool. Did you have £3?
I did.
That's all right then.
Did my research,
Because
mate.
obviously you researched it before.
Looked into it. I looked into it. It was fine. So yeah, we were in there, and we went over the bridge, of course, and past the adventure playground shaped like teapots. Past the teapot wishing well, buddy.
I bet like on the other side of the road, there's like the teacup spinny cups, and they're just like the guy that runs it looks over there and goes, teapots.
We only do cups.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
I think that's
it was
the name of
like
the
a
podcast.
cafe.
We only do cups.
We only do cups. Fucking, we were cleaning up till those teapot fuckers came along. So this is just a building. Right?
Yeah,
There's
okay.
a cafe. It's serving fucking shit food. And there's a sign that they're bringing slop out on plates. And there's a sign that says, if you want a roast, you need to book it a week in advance.
How long does it take to cook?
I don't think they expect you to sit there waiting. There's obviously demand. So
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
you're not getting a roast. You turn up there. If you haven't done your research, you're not getting a roast.
If you haven't done your research a week before.
You need that £3 and you need to book a roast a week in advance. And that's before we even
next
get
time,
to the
buddy,
teapots.
You are in there, mate.
Yeah, well,
Best roast ever.
it looked bad. It looked
did
really
it?
bad.
Were there people actually eating the roast?
There were hordes of people eating the
So
roast.
they had booked.
They'd
a
all
week.
booked last
Jesus
week.
Christ. Okay.
In
Wow.
advance for a bank holiday. It's not a Sunday. It's not customary to have a roast on a bank holiday Monday.
These people.
Wasn't even a normal thing to eat. Oh my god! But then we were at Teapot Island, buddy. So what can you say?
Anything fucking goes.
Anything goes. So yeah,
It's not even a fucking island.
so it's not even an island. It's not even an island. So we go in there, and the woman's like, "Oh yeah, you come to look at the teapots," and I was like, "You've got a lot of teapots." she was like, "Yeah." So we go in there, right? She says there's 5 rooms. There's 8,243 teapots.
Yeah.
Just it'll take. She said it'll take you about an hour. And I looked at the missus, and I was thinking, but unless the floor is like tar, there's no way I'm going to be in here for an hour.
Unless you have like some kind of child pulling you back.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're on like an elastic string where you have to run away from it. It keeps pulling you back.
Some sort of go ape thing.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm jumping between platforms looking at the teapots.
So, what you don't know is these teapots are strategically placed in some kind of maze formation where it'll take you about an hour to get out.
So I didn't know what to expect. That it was, unassuming door into there. Yeah. She's like, you'll go in there. There's over 8,000 teapots. You'll go in that door, and then she pointed to a door next to it. She was like, you'll come out of there. we were like, okay,
don't ruin it.
She was like, the teapots in this shop are for sale. The teapots in there aren't for sale. I was like, okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks very much. As if this was all normal.
Yeah.
And fine.
I mean, this is her day to day. This is 9 till 5.
Yep. Yep.
When she sings with Dolly Parton, she's thinking of teapots.
Teapots. So I didn't really know what to expect, buddy. I expected a lot of teapots, of course, but what would you expect the configuration of the building to be? Like, are there going to be exhibits for the teapots? Like, what?
Well, I mean,
if someone said to you,
one special teapot that has pride and place over all teapots.
If someone said to you, you're going to Teapot Island, you're going to look at over 8,000 teapots.
Yeah.
When you go through the door, what do you think you will be presented with exactly? What would you think?
I mean, it's going to be a fucking weird place. It has to be. It's full of teapots. I'm thinking, I'm going 2 minds with this. So either some kind of like IKEA walking round area where there'd be like little glass boxes where there'd be like a teapot getting gyrated, up and down in a pouring motion. Like you see those chairs that are getting pushed. So to see how it works, like, so there'd be like some of those teapots like that. You'd have obviously different sections, themed teapots, standard teapots, like, I don't know, racy, exciting teapots. Who knows? And then the other one is just like a fucking bric-a-brac store, which is like an old house where teapots have just been stored in no formation or any order. I don't know which one it's going to be, but I feel like it's going to be one or t'other.
So essentially what we agreed with was 8,243 teapots on shelving throughout 5 small rooms and perspex in front of the shelves so you could nick them.
That makes sense.
That was it. That was Teapot Island.
Are they still adding to the teapots?
They are. There's a sign outside. He said that, and it says 8,243 at the moment. As if to say, none have been broken, and we haven't got any more.
I hope they have like their own website, and it's got like a live ticker.
She said as we went in there, just follow the feet, and I was like, what does that mean? And
just follow the
on
feet,
the floor,
mate.
They've just got like yellow footprints to give you like a route.
Are they actual like feet footprints, or are they like shoe footprints?
They're like shoe footprints.
Okay.
Yeah, not toes.
Not toes. Ah,
so yeah, it was just
they
shelving.
Been a bit more imaginative, like follow
just
the
shelves,
teapots, or on the floor or something. Make it a bit more exciting.
You would just walk through 5 rooms of teapots.
Just loads of teapots.
Yeah.
And did it take you an hour?
It didn't take us an hour, but we were in there at least 25 minutes. Though.
Yeah. Were you expecting all types of teapots? I mean, did you have a favourite?
I was fascinated by the teapots because there didn't seem to be any border or barrier or rhyme or reason for what teapot I saw. So, for example, one of the teapots was Harrods, the shop Harrods, but a teapot.
Okay.
One of them was a Bentley engine. just a Bentley Continental engine, but it was a teapot. All of these are just obviously just China or molded plastic.
And
or
these
whatever.
they're just put on a shelf in no particular
on a shelf,
order.
no order. Well,
No.
they seemed to group like farm animals,
nice,
cars.
like it. Yeah, cars, yeah.
They had a whole section dedicated to novelty teapots that you got by saving tokens from Tetley's adverts and stuff.
Nice.
All of that sort of thing. But an alarming number of very, very just archaically racist teapots. Just an absolute myriad of gollywog teapots. Literal.
Mate, back in the day, that was fine when they were made.
Yeah.
I mean,
there were a lot of golly teapots. There was a giant.
Do you reckon that's because people had them in the house and was like, yeah, I don't think I can have this in my house now. I can either smash it or, I know, I'll donate this to Teapot Island.
Yeah, where's a good home for this?
Yeah.
I know.
Where can racist teapots live in
There
fear
were-
of no man?
There were at least like 25, 30 racist teapots in there, like minimum. And there was other weird shit as well. There was a teapot that was just a giant black cock and balls. Like, it was, for example.
Oh dear. I mean, that makes sense. That makes total sense. I mean, I'd like to think that like you'd have like a complimentary, whatever the word is, milk jug, which is a pair of tits to go with.
That'd be nice.
The big cock and balls tea.
There was a teapot of a really fat woman in a bikini,
Nice.
and she was basically naked.
Yeah.
But because her bikini had kind of busted out and fallen off.
Because she's
down by
fat.
her feet, there was just some little kid building a sandcastle.
Right.
And it just said in a speech bubble above her head, I can't see my little fanny.
The thing that makes this so good, it's a fucking teapot.
They're all teapots. They all work.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I don't know what
I
else to
don't
say
think
about
you're
it.
ever gonna like beat that like for fucking odd
I went there.
places where you go. It's
Yeah.
just amazing. That is absolutely fantastic.
Teapot
mate.
Island there. So, we were gone within sort of half hour or so. We had a pint at the local pub, but that was weird as well.
Well, did they have teapots?
I asked for a bag of sweet chili crisps, and he kept asking me to repeat myself over and over again. And then the fourth time he said, "You mean chips?" And I was like, "No." I mean crisps.
No.
And he was like, "Oh right, chips." And I said, "No, crisps."
Where,
And he was
where
like,
does
"Okay,
this guy
chips."
live?
And then he picked up the crisps and sold them to me.
They're not chips. Oh.
In America they are, but we weren't there. We were at Teapot
Of
Island.
course they are, but you know, chips.
Maybe
are
in
French fries
Teapot
over
Island
there.
they go with the American pronunciations and...
Maybe. I mean, Boston Tea Party. That was a big
Yep.
thing, I heard.
Either way, left Teapot Island. After that, what do you do? What could you possibly do after that would be...
I have no idea how you can beat that.
No. Well, what I did was I went, went to a large local park that I've never been to before and rented a pedalo, buddy, is what I did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Love a good pedalo.
got a pedalo with the missus and we went pedaloing?
Yeah, pedaling.
The verb to pedalo? I don't know.
Yeah, to pedal.
We got pedalo. Anyway, so we went pedaloing. Troublesome business pedalos.
Wow,
After about 10 minutes, it's
happen.
like, no, that's all of that, isn't it? We're done with this now.
Yeah, but there's nowhere else to go.
And
I mean, forwards and backwards.
you're like, is it getting harder to pedal now? It's, oh no, this is fatigue. This is literally
I was going to
fatigue.
say, yeah, is that just fatigue kicking?
Yeah, I think so. But either way,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Was it lactic acid building up all around your muscles?
Yeah,
and
well-
it's like, oh shit.
We didn't really focus on that because we needed a good hour to digest Teapot Island. So it was it was important to go to a quiet place.
You pedaled out into the
so
lake
we could
and
discuss it.
Just reflect on
Just
what
sort of
you had seen.
Was that a Gollywog teapot
I believe
in 2017?
So. Yeah.
They were for sale, by the way, in the gift shop. $29.99.
Oh, in the gift shop. Nice. Yeah.
They sold teapots.
They
in
sold
the gift shop.
not teabot. What's the word? I can't remember the word now. Oh well, merchandise.
Yep.
Like t-shirts and stuff like. I've been to Teapot Island.
Yep.
Or
Teapot. Fucking honestly, what a day. Yeah. So
like
no
a
pedalos.
fridge magnet or something like that. No.
We refrain.
What about a T-shaped fridge magnet? Teapot shaped.
They had them.
Magnet.
They had
Did they?
them there, yeah.
Oh well, there you go.
Didn't happen for us though. No dice. Nope.
Maybe next time.
Pedaloed about for an hour or so. Thought about what we'd done. Went out for a nice meal. Then went to like this French cocktail bar for some cocktails. To finish off the day.
Nice.
At which point I'm quite pissed up now, and I've had a weird one, and I think that'll draw it to a close for me, buddy. But there we go. That's how you do a bank holiday. You go out for breakfast. You go and buy a clock and some tapas dishes in the shape of a fish. Fuck off to Teapot Island.
Yeah.
Then you get a pedalo for a bit. Kind of round things off with a strange meal and then some French cocktails. That's my day.
I mean, it sounds fucking mint.
It was a success, I would say. And here I am now. So
congratulations.
So that'll do me, buddy. And I think that'll do you as well. So we should probably go and talk about what we've been playing, which may be a little bit. No, we're not looking too bad considering we're recording like 3 days early. It's not too bad at all.
We've done well. We played all the games.
Yeah. So let's go and talk about what we've been playing. Do you want to kick things off, buddy? Following on from your bold and outrageous completion.
Gibbons, buddy. First of all, I'm going to just have a couple of things to say. Obviously, Skylanders Imaginators, buddy. Oh, Skylanders is back. It's exactly the same. No different. No worse, no better.
Because they fixed that bug with the sort of off-screen shit in the one before last, didn't they? So does this one actually work properly, or are there issues there in the whole glitching out on the screen with sort of local co-op?
It's still an annoying co-op game.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah, there's like jumping puzzles and things like that when you get to them. And so you have to do these jumping puzzles exactly together. Otherwise, if one of you falls off, then back to the start.
Oh, shit.
It's just fucking stupid. We managed to like brute force it by just like chucking bodies like continuously at it, which was fine. But yeah, no, there's just it's like it. I don't think it ruins the game. But like you're talking about like if a couple of like 6-year-olds or whatever 7-year-olds are playing this game, and like they're okay at platforming, but they're not the greatest. Like us, we're amazing, obviously. Because we've played platformers for ridiculous amounts of hours.
Oh, yeah.
We know how it works.
Bread and butter, mate.
Like, so there's, like, the standard, like, stand on one side of the platform and it, like, tilts on an axis, like, oh, stand that side, the other side goes up. That kind of puzzle. So you have to jump from one of them to the other, and obviously when there's 2 of you on there, you have to, like, balance it out. So it's basic physics. Maybe slightly advanced, maybe GCSE style physics there, but nothing amazing.
No.
You could work it out by looking at it.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's like these things can, if this is like one of the first kind of like platformers that your kids are playing, then yeah, they could come unstuck there, which can be quite annoying, especially if mainly if there's 2 of you playing at the same time, and one of you has to try and balance the other one out. It's one of those things. But the strangest thing that I found that I was like, this is amazing. Which is like after I said like my son did it, and I was like, that's absolutely amazing, and I was like, that is the stupidest thing I've said ever in my life, because this is a game that has, in this one, you can create your own character. So I thought that immediately, I was like, oh, that's so good, you can make your own Skylander, and I'm just like, that is just fucking bullshit. Like, why couldn't you do that from the beginning? Because obviously they wanted to sell these toys.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it was such a weird expression from me. I was just so confused with myself immediately after, because I was like, no, that should have already been there. Obviously, you have to buy like a little container thing to put on your Skylanders portal to save your character.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do they deal with that exactly? They still manage to sell you fucking something.
Still sell you shit. Yeah.
Sure.
So it's like some kind of crystal bollocks, and each crystal has like a different element, like fire, water, earth, or whatever it is. So you have to buy a different element if you want a different custom character.
Sure, yeah.
But the way they've done it is really good. So obviously you're playing through the game and you unlock new stuff, and it's kind of embedding that kind of thing of looting into younger kids.
Okay. So you can see where they're going next then.
Oh, I know, right? And also you've got like common, epic, uncommon, and whatever it is in like the standard colors of like blues, greens, purple, and like orange. So it is training their mind that these colors mean, oh, that one's amazing, like a la like the Division. I don't know, like it, and also like Overwatch and stuff like that, where you get loot and things like that. So yeah, it was just weird seeing it in like a kids game. Seeing those fundamentals being placed in there.
And how far do you think they could go into that? Like, could they release like a sort of Diablo, where
possibly,
and could they chuck like microtransactions in there and stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
well, I mean, they've already kind of got microtransactions in a physical form, haven't they? Really?
Yeah, with the characters, they absolutely have.
And all like you can buy like extra vehicles and stuff like that for them, and all kinds of weird shit. So yeah, maybe it's just another form of microtransaction, but yeah, they'll probably move it towards the digital version now, I guess. So like you'll buy your little crystal for your character to save him in, and then you can buy extra bollocks for him or whatever you want, really.
This makes me. I want to ask you a couple of questions about kids. This is one of them.
Okay, are they above board?
They're above now.
I just want to ask you a couple of questions about kids,
How can you trap them with candy? What's the best?
Is it true?
When are they most tired and susceptible to abduction? No, these aren't the questions that I'm asking. One of them is...
Okay.
Why does the kids all want scooters now rather than bikes?
It's just easier. I don't know. Like, it was a thing like a while ago, wasn't it? It was like the new extreme kind of sport, and it kind of all speared off from there. But literally, kids go through fucking so many phases. At the moment, it's spinners, which are like fucking. They're called fidget spinners, and they're meant to be for like ADHD or whatever it is. You know, like people with like hyperactiveness and shit like that. And you just hold it and you just spin it around your finger. That's all you do. It's like a ball bearing.
That's weird.
And they're like, fucking everyone has them now. It's like the thing to have. But yeah, I don't know, scooters. Because
they're less practical than bikes, aren't they? I mean, they're easier to transport.
Yes, they are a lot easier to transport. Like I was going to say, it's a bonus for me when I've got like take scooters in the car, because it's like literally some of them, like my son's one, folds up into a little thing. You just bonk, chuck it in the boot. Sweet,
yeah,
good to go. Okay. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just the ease of it, and also they are easier to ride than a bike, I would say, because like it's just, you know, you're holding onto it standing up and you can get off it. Like, but I don't know. Like I've always like made my kids ride bikes. I'm like, you're gonna fucking ride a bike. You're not
better,
a retard.
That's the thing.
Of course they are.
And the other thing I was going to ask is And this is probably harder because obviously you've just got the one kid to kind of gauge things from, and his kids when, you know, his friends when they're around or whatever. But is the Toys to Life thing, is it bombing, and is Skylanders kind of dying? Are they less interested in Skylanders now? Because it feels to me like it's kind of run its course and it's on the way out. But it's really hard for me to gauge that because I haven't got children and I haven't got experience with children playing them, kind of thing.
I don't know. Like, me personally, it's like, it's totally dying out. Because it's just too expensive. It's just not worth it. Like, I wouldn't say I went bananas, but like, when we first got into it, we were with, I think Swap Force was our like proper one that we got into. We got all like the different characters and whatnot. Like, obviously it had been out for a while, so we got some really good deals on like the characters, so it wasn't like stupidly expensive like if you went out and bought it all for like 300 quid or whatever, like but ever since then, and like, it's, to be honest, having that base from there, we had all like the different elements and stuff like that. Obviously with the next generation in the game, they bring some new bollocks in where you have to buy new characters.
Every time.
But that has to be done. But yeah, I think so. And from what we've like heard from like reports and stuff, like Lego Dimensions is like kind of keeled over now. I believe. I know they brought out like a second year's worth of stuff with like Ghostbusters and Fantastic Beasts and shit like that, like proper like big old add-ons and things. But apart from that, I don't know. I feel like it's not really. It hasn't got that place anymore because obviously Disney Infinity is dead. I think like Amiibos might be going as well. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah,
possibly.
That's the one that might cling on, and obviously that's on the console that's sort of most notable for kids as well. So yeah. If anything's going to keep it going, then it's that. But it just feels like it's all kind of coming to a close a little bit.
Gibbons, buddy. That kind of brings me on to the next game I've been playing. Talking about like the kids' consoles and stuff. I played a bit of Pokemon Sun and Moon. So obviously last week it was Pokemon Ruby, and thanks to fuck shit tablet, I can't play that anymore. Well, I could just get it from anywhere really, but you know, I sunk 6 hours into that game. I don't want to do those 6 hours again. Fuck that shit.
Gibbon.
So yeah, tomorrow's my son's birthday, but obviously we're up at like 5 a.m. So we won't be doing presents then. We did them today. So I was watching him play some Pokemon Sun and Moon. I had a little go on it. Fuck me, buddy. It's a 3D Pokemon game.
Really?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. It's like 3D environment.
So it actually looked good for it as well, though.
Yeah, it looks mint. I'm like, wow, this is cool. Where were you when I was younger? You know, just saying.
Ocarina.
Yeah, Gibbons. Yeah, so it's a fucking Pokemon game. Everything is exactly the same, but it's just in fucking 3D. It blew my mind. I was like, this is amazing. It's like, it's set in like fucking like Hawaii or some kind of Hawaiian themed thing. I don't know. It's weird. I haven't, because obviously like everyone knows this. Sun and Moon is the next season 20 of Pokemon. Everyone knows that. Which has only been released in Japan at the moment. I think it's been like dubbed in English, but it hasn't been released over here yet. And yeah, I don't know. It looks like, obviously from the game, it's set in some kind of like Hawaiian stuff because there's all like kahunas, like the Pokemon leaders or like the top Pokemon trainers are called the big kahunas and shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a go on it and play some more of it. But obviously, Nintendo being fucking retarded, apart from on the Switch, you can't have multiple accounts on their consoles. So yeah, if he plays it, like I don't really want to fuck up his game, kind of thing. Like, I'd be pissed if someone started playing my game, so I'll probably just leave it to him.
That's so dumb, though, isn't it?
Oh, I don't. I know.
It's just infuriatingly behind the times and fucking nonsensical.
Absolute fucking clown shoes, mate. I don't know. But anyway, the Switch does it, so I'm thinking possibly still end of the year pick up a Switch, and then obviously it has to. The next Pokemon game has to come out on the Switch.
And it will, yeah, and it'll be.
So yeah,
sure
I'll be able to play the shit out of that, buddy.
Gibbon, full blown.
Once again, somehow I've spoken way too much about 2 games that I couldn't give a fuck about, buddy.
There's no deadline on this, buddy. You're all gravy.
I know, right? So we're going to bring it to the game that, I completed, and that's fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, buddy. I did a quick dash to the finish line, I would say. I stuck another 6 hours into it. I played it for another couple of nights, 3 hours each. And yeah, I got to the end, which was beautiful.
What did you make of it? Do you like that boss battle and everything? Like, was it Was it pleasing to you? I don't really know. I don't want to spoil anything here on Horizon.
Well, I'd say throughout the thing, you get a few kind of boss battles, don't you?
You do, yeah.
Really,
yeah,
which was... that final mission was quite epic, you know, with the storyline it took. Like, I found part of it a little bit tedious, but then after I worked out, like, with the cannons, how to work it properly, that's fine. I didn't have an issue.
It was a little bit clumsy, but yeah.
Yeah, totally. But that's the thing. Like, that game's... Well, I never played that game with those kind of cannons, apart from when I was taking out, like, big motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, seriously, like, Horizon Zero Dawn, it is a fucking great game. It really is.
It's comfortably game of the year so far.
I
can't see anything on the horizon that's going to trouble it either, if I'm honest. But,
Destiny 2, mate. Easily.
Yeah, exactly. Game. So, no, agreed. Yeah, it is wonderful, isn't it? It's just a satisfying conclusion, but also open enough that they can kind of move it to a new one. And
yeah, totally.
Just amazing looking and amazing to play. Like, so, I mean, do you know how many hours you ended up playing? Like,
yeah, in the end, I was just shy of 37 hours. I've still got a few side missions to do, to go back to, but I purposely, I got to a point and I was like, I need to finish this game. So that's what I did. I sacked off some of the... Yeah, there was about... I think I've got like 3 or 4 side missions left to do. And some of the hunting ones, I think. The
hunter trials and stuff.
Hunter trials, yeah. I've got one more of them to do, and then I've done all of them. But yeah, it's got so much going for it. It's not just a linear story. There are lots of different offshoots and stuff like that. Like the Hunters Guild or whatever it's called. Doing all that, like tracking, was it Redmore or whatever it was? Like the big beast. And
that was
like
good. That storyline with the guy who was like a right arsehole and the woman who was like, totally. I'll take a punt on you.
You know that right arsehole guy that was at the top, like at the back of the guild or whatever it is. On yours, like I put this on Twitter. I don't know if anyone saw it or not. But his mouth was in his cheek while he was talking, so his lips were moving, but he had another small set of lips in his cheek.
That's really weird. No, I don't. I think I would have spotted that if it was doing it on mine.
Yeah, it was very strange. But anyway, that's on our Twitter. Twitter, if anyone wants to see it. It was very strange. But yeah, as like I've said before, as tradition, I was way too overpowered to finish the game. I think I was like level 42 or something by the end of it.
I mean, I didn't even hit 40 at the end. I hit it afterwards. I think I was a 38, 37 going into the boss battle at the end. So, yeah, that's impressive. And also, like, yeah, well OP.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm going to win. Which was good. But yeah, I think I might still go back to it, like, when I feel the urge, I think. There's no... I feel like I'm glad that I finished it now, to be honest.
It deserved to be finished.
Exactly.
So beautifully crafted, it had to be finished.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, like, I cannot recommend this game enough. I mean, if you're holding out for some sort of sale, then totally, I understand that. Like, it's a single-player game. It's a big single-player game. Or it's averagely big, I would say.
Yeah, for an open world game, it's actually not that long, I don't think. I mean,
I didn't find the world too overwhelming either. I felt like, oh, this is accessible. Especially, you know, the advice I can give to people is start saving up to get your backpack as big as you can.
Yes.
And also get that fucking golden travel pack, whatever it's called.
Yeah, you want that very early doors that allows you to fast travel as many times as you want, whereas before you've got that, you actually spend resources to fast travel, so...
Yeah. Which is not really what you want to be doing.
No, it really isn't. The only other thing I would say is that... I won't say about that, actually, but... Yeah, no, I don't want to spoil anything for this game. Like it's an absolute masterpiece, and I want people to discover it and find out things on their own. So, yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a fucking wonderful game. It's the best game I've played for years, literally for years. And as I said, yeah, if something comes out that's better than Horizon Zero Dawn this year, then it's going to be a great year for games because it's that good. It really is that good. Whether it suffered for coming out so close to Zelda, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so because I don't think a lot of people who are interested in AAA PlayStation 4 titles would buy a Switch necessarily.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just a great game. You have to play it. Go and play it. You have to play it.
I don't think you can... I've sent you the link to the tweet. It's just under his left eye. You can kind of see it. He's got some lips there. It's just so weird.
I can see it.
It
yeah.
happened on more than one occasion as well. I was just like, what the fuck is this? There you go.
That's so odd.
Yeah, man. Seriously, that was like really like.
It's possible that I missed that, and he was actually doing that on mine.
But yeah, that's on our Twitter if anyone wants to see that. So yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, fucking a great game. Definitely, if it goes into the sale, buddies, yeah, pick that shit up. Really, really good. Cannot recommend it enough.
Gibbon,
awesome.
Fact, absolutely.
So apart from that, buddy, we've only played some games together. Apart from one game that I can see that you've played that looks very enticing.
This week I've played Quake 3 Arena. And I've had a great time doing so. Yeah, I found it. You can pick it up for free now. I don't know if that's legal or not. It's kind of one of these where it's like vaporware, sort of. It's not available.
Yeah.
And can you pick it up for nothing? I don't know. I downloaded a DMG file, which is just a Mac like installer file, and it just installed it and ran it. So whether that's legal or not, I don't really know. But at this point, it's a very, very old game. So who knows? But yeah, Quake 3 Arena, buddy. It's just awesome game. Like it looks dog shit, but you can ramp up the resolution on there, so you can run that thing 4K, and it'll run happily on my Mac 4K, like 80 frames, no problem.
Nice.
It's just smooth and lovely shooting. Haven't played a game like that for a while, but yeah, Twitch shooting, it's just fun. Just fancied a bit of retro. Probably a hangover from Xbox Live. We should talk about that, by the way, because the rest of the boys are quite interested, actually. I licked everyone's lips there, buddy, so to speak, in a disgusting fashion. And yeah, I've been hunting the internet looking for cheap 360s for you, but it sounds like PJ's got a spare?
He's got a spare one, buddy.
He'll do you a solid and fucking chuck you his spare Xbox 360. I've also found on CD keys you can buy like 48-hour passes for like £1.50. So
that's all we need.
I think there'll be a retro game night, and the podcast that follows should be very interesting as we go back and play genuine multiplayer gaming on the old console. So
I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
That's really exciting. But yeah, I think something about that Gotham and Vegas and that experience last week kind of gave me a bit of a hankering to head back down retro lane. So yeah, Quake 3 Arena, buddy. It is what it is. There's still loads of people playing it online, by the way. There's still loads of lobbies and stuff that you can join. Doesn't seem to be linked to a specific platform either, because I'm sure I was connected to lots of people, and I very much doubt they were all on MacBooks. But but yeah, there you go. Awesome game. That's the only thing I've played that you haven't this week. So we'll move on to the last couple. Firstly, buddy, the Gwent open beta is live, and we had a couple of rounds of it. Have you played any more of it without me, or just the rounds we played together last week?
I didn't play. I just played the tutorial of it.
Oh yeah, we didn't even play together. What am I saying?
Because that's
you can't.
The whole point of talking about it in this. Because
there's
can't,
no matchmaking.
buddy.
Yeah, there's no matchmaking on the Gwent beta. So you can all you can do is just go quick match and find a random dude. Which is really fucking annoying, frankly.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. We were gonna we put it up after last week's podcast, and we're like, yeah, sweet, let's play some Gwent. So we both got it finished downloading. I had an update to get, which was a couple of gigs, which was fine. And then went through the annoying tutorial, which was fine. And then it was like, nope, you can only play with randoms. Slightly annoying, buddy.
I understand. It's an open beta. They're just doing stress tests. That the integration isn't there yet, and they don't necessarily want to chuck something out that ruins the fun for everyone, in advance.
Ruined my fun.
Well, it did on this occasion. I guess we're just not used to it. I think a lot of betas are now just sort of fully fledged demos with lots of modes and it lets you do what you want kind of thing. So to release a beta like this that you can't search for a friend, you can't even make a room and invite them or go into like a lobby browser or anything. It's just a quick match button. I can't have a go at them for that because this is a test.
It's just what it is, isn't it?
It's not the game, and
they're testing the servers or whatever.
You'll be able to do that in the full game, so fair enough.
Hopefully.
But it did ruin it for us, didn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah. Do you think we will actually playing any of this when it actually comes out?
I've never been convinced by Gwent.
No, me neither.
I like Hearthstone.
Hearthstone was okay.
And this is Hearthstone with lanes, essentially, isn't it? And weather.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would play it. I'd like to think that we would, because it's a little bit different. I'd imagine it's the sort of thing we'd bust out after a podcast on a Wednesday when we had
it's one of those games that we just pick up. We would never take it extremely seriously.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we. I mean, it very much comes down to the price point in that respect, doesn't it? I mean, if this thing's £40, then there's no way.
I thought I thought they were going to just price it as free to play. I can't remember. I don't know why I've got that in my head. That's crazy talk. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It is free to play. In which case, we will play it because it's something we can download for free, and we will play it, without spending any money on it. I'd imagine. I can't see myself spending it. I don't know if it's just the age that we're at, but I cannot see myself spending money on a free to play game.
No, I know. Well, it's one of those things. You just don't feel right because we've kind of drilled it into ourselves that it's just a bad idea. You don't get your money's worth kind of thing out of it. But
yeah, because 9 out of 10, that's true. But on an occasion like this, where it's a card game that we probably are going to really like, and we could spend a tenner to turn it into a game with 7 decks or whatever, and we haven't paid for it, so we basically are buying a game for £10 that's really good.
Exactly.
But I still can't think like that. I can't program my brain to be like,
no, we still think
fine.
We're getting fucked over in some way.
Yeah, I just feel like you're getting bummed all the time. It's very weird. I don't know. Yeah. It's a strange one, but I'd like to think that we would play it, but it's the sort of game like that pure pool game. Yeah. Where
you'd pick it up and just have a
for
quick
a
game
bit, and then
yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, but then suddenly a year's gone by, and you're like, oh, I haven't touched that. I don't know. I mean, Funk is the mighty advocate of Gwent, isn't he? So if anyone's going to get us into the sort of, he could train us. We could be his ensigns. And
young Padawan.
Yeah, exactly. We won't kill the younglings. We'll, he could train us up. It could be Funk's Gwent Academy. Like a Fame Academy, but with Gwent.
With Gwent, yeah.
Yeah, because that was very successful as well.
I've heard about it.
But yeah, no, it's lovely. It's put together really nice. I'm going to try really hard to get into it, but I don't really want to do that by quick matching against people who batter me.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing, isn't it?
It's put me off the beta somewhat. But
I mean, you do have the option of playing against AI, but I mean, we ended up doing that quite a bit with Overwatch. I remember back in when that started, and that didn't go well in the end. I think it's the whole competitive side of it that I think you need to get into.
Yeah,
to make it more enjoyable.
It's biting the bullet and going for it, isn't it?
You see, when I played, what's the fucking Tamriel Elder Scrolls? I can't remember what the Elder Scrolls card game's called. Something, but that had like a whole like story mode and everything to it, which was weird, but still. It's a thing.
Gets you in learning it.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah. I think learning all the different techniques and different boards and whatever bollocks they've got going on there. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe it would help to have that. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see on that one. It's free, so we download it, won't we? So
of course we will. We love games.
Absolutely. So finally, bit of out of left field, I'd imagine that a certain Mel Gibson's soul would have been quite baffled the other day when he was online playing NHL 17. And then I fired up NHL 17.
And then
Ash fired up
NHL 17. Yeah, mate. Yeah.
And we played some NHL 17.
What a game!
Before we start talking about this, Ash, I would like to make it known to you that I have learnt to shoot. Happy learnt to putt.
Fuck off.
Now,
I am quitting the game immediately. I will never play it again.
This game is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's mint, isn't it? It's so fast-paced.
Or it's shit. I don't know. I don't know enough about hockey to know whether it's good or not. What I can tell you is it's got the slickness of an EA sports game. Like
yes,
they
it
all
definitely
do.
does.
It looks
really
lovely. It plays lovely. It runs lovely.
The thing is, it plays lovely because we don't know how ice hockey plays.
Well, that's the thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, to me,
I mean, this could be a whole thing of like, it's always on a track and all that. Like you know how we go on about Pez, but like we just don't know that.
I don't have the context.
No,
I haven't been playing hockey games for the last 10 years. So I haven't got the nuance.
I was trying to think about the last ice hockey game I owned. There was one on the 360 that I had early doors as well. But the last one I had on tablet, buddy. That Ice Rage or whatever it was called, which is like an arcade fucking stupid one. Ice Rager, is it? No, I don't know.
I don't know, mate. I know
anyway,
the last one I had.
It's not a proper ice hockey game. Go on then.
Anniversary Town is where we are, because the last NHL game that I paid money for was NHL 97 on the Mega Drive.
Wow.
20 years ago. That's the last time I bought an NHL game.
There you go.
This game is fucking fantastic, and it's making me get into it. It's making me really interested in it. I was actually reading like an NHL for Dummies thing the other day because
he's putting in the research. I'm going to get fucking schooled.
I needed to be schooled and taught, and I needed to brush up on my icings and my offsides,
and stuff. Yeah,
and yeah, the first couple of games I played against the AI, I got fucking battered, like 6-1, 7-1. I won a match on a shootout the other night.
Oh, no way. Oh, good. Did you triple deke?
I'm only playing on like semi-pro. Yeah. So obviously I'm terrible, but and I don't really understand the sport. And I think I need to watch some hockey to work it out, because obviously that'll help a great deal. But the bottom line is, it's such a lovely game to play. I'm really enjoying it. It's so nice to have some new sport. And I said
that's the thing.
A couple of pods ago, I said I wanted a new sports game.
Totally. And it just turned up for me. It's refreshing. It's like I've bought like Madden like roughly every like 4 to 6 years, I'd say. Like golf games, I buy them like 3 to 4 years. Baseball, probably 4 to 5 years or something like that. But NHL, couldn't remember the fucking last time I bought one of them. I mean, just don't talk. I'm not going for basketball. No.
No,
It's not for me.
we've got
It's just not
NHL
for me.
17, haven't we, or 16?
NBA 2K.
Sorry, yeah, NBA.
16, I think it was one of the PS Plus games, wasn't it? But yeah, no, literally
Couldn't get into it.
But like I had like baseball, American football, NHL, like they're all sports that I've previously like watched a lot of and then just stopped. You know, I'll have a phase of like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months of like fixating myself on something and then being like, yeah, no, I'm done with that.
Totally, yeah, no, I'm the same. They're all sports that I have enjoyed watching or playing games of at some point in the past, and
totally
have some sort of basic knowledge of. So, this, from what I can work out from doing a little bit of reading online about previous versions of the game, NHL 15 was like atrocious. Like everyone hated it. It was terrible.
Yeah.
16, they basically fixed everything, and people loved that game. And then this one, they've basically done nothing. That's kind of the gist of the upgrade tree, I suppose, with the iterations.
Nice.
So yeah, to people who buy this game annually, this one was slightly disappointing because they didn't really change very much.
It didn't do anything.
To us, it's an absolute feature-rich, gorgeous, complete package of hockey. So that's where we are. It's just really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting better at it, and that's kind of interesting. And I think that the best way for me really to get really good at it is to just do quick matches online, like ranked matches.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
I'll get fucked, completely fucked for a while, buddy. But
you'll learn from your mistakes.
You know it. So that might be the method, buddy. But fucking NHL, £8.99 for NHL 17.
But that was the biting point, wasn't it?
It certainly was. It's like some £10 for the pair of us to pick it up. Okay, sure thing, absolutely. I'm sure we'll talk about it some more. To be honest, this is your time. This is your moment. Martine McCutcheon, Mel. Look her up. This is your time to help us. We need your help. You can give us hints and tips. Teach us, oh master. How do we play this game? Because we've got it and we want it. And if you want to buy a Pairs, Mel, then we will help. We will help you to learn the ways of Pairs. It could be some sort of back and forth. Sounds series worthy, doesn't it?
I mean, we could go there.
There we are.
Sounds like a plan.
I went there.
Shit.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, there we go.
At this point, Alex was going to record the news and some other sections with possible special guest PJ. Instead of that, he got flu and has been in bed for several days. The only positive to come out of this was Alex finding a text-to-speech website featuring a softly spoken robot Scottish person, which made him laugh, then cough, then laugh, and finally, cough. Expect lots of news next week, buddies. But for now, back to Ash.
So, at this point, presumably I've recorded a news section, and we're going to follow it up with some bits that Ash has got. I said to Ash, you're going to be away, it's only Monday, there hasn't been much news, obviously, especially in the UK with a 3-day weekend. But he's got some bits. He said to me, no, Alex, I'm not having this. I've done my bit, and I damn well want to tell people my favourite things of the week. And who am I to stop you, Ash? So here we are. This is Ash's news favourite things of the week.
Cheers, buddy. Yes, obviously. Fucking damn straight I got some news favourite things of the week. Let's go for... There's only a couple. Not a lot, obviously, because it's only fucking Monday. Super Mega Baseball 2 is coming out in September. I tried to find out if it was going to have online co-op. I couldn't find out. But I've seen some videos of it. It looks nice. If it's got online at all, I feel like this could be a little fun game for us to pick up.
Absolutely. I want a new baseball game.
There you go. That's probably the one. I mean, it's a solid arcadey baseball game. It's fun. Kind of like The Show, buddy. The Big Show.
Fucking loved The Bigs too.
I love The Bigs. That was fucking mint.
It's a great game.
Far Cry 5, that game about things in America, whatever it is.
Modern day Montana.
Modern day Montana, yep. Apparently it's going to support 2-player co-op. That's the word. Across the full campaign.
Yeah, they said throughout.
I know,
that
right?
makes this a must-buy for us.
That sounds like a game that I want to play.
It's a purchase. It's a purchase.
Yeah. Sony says goodbye to the PS3 after 10 years, buddy.
No.
It's done. PS3's done. See you later.
I never had any love for that thing.
It was alright.
You had one and you didn't give a shit, so...
Yeah, it was in the bedroom. It got used for playing DVDs, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods.
Maybe they learnt a lot of lessons there. Incidentally, we played some Tiger Woods 07 on the 360.
Good year.
Me and friend of the podcast, Paul. That game looks easily as good as Rory McIlroy Golf.
Yeah,
it genuinely does.
I had the one on the PS3 I had was the Masters. I think it was 12.
Yeah, that was a good game.
And that was a great golf game because you got to play the Masters on it, and also you got to do some of like the momentous like occasions, like all the different shots, and you had to match them.
Yeah,
it was fucking
mate.
I loved it.
You can pick that up for £1 when you get a 360 from PJ.
I mean, we should all pick that up for £1 and play the Masters.
Retro game night.
Fuck it, I can't wait. Let's do it.
It's exciting.
So yeah, 10 years obviously. Something about 2015 in Japan. Who cares about Japan, buddy? The Japanese.
The Japanese. Yeah.
They do. Finally, this is definitely my favourite news of the week. Fucking Beam.Pro, buddy. It's gone.
What?
There's no such thing as Beam.Pro anymore.
What do you mean?
It's gone.
Where's it gone?
It's been renamed.
To what?
Mixer.
Is that what that thing is? I saw that in the news, like not your news. I've heard about Mixer this week. I'm like, what is this fucking Mixer thing?
There you go.
Beam.Pro.
Not anymore.
Does that mean we need a new admin?
No, it's all been moved over. Everything's moved over simultaneously. Everything's fine. I'm on it right now. Mixer.com/the JfG Podcast. It's not the same as Beam.Pro. It's fucking clown shoes.
I liked the name Beam.Pro. Mixer sounds really generic.
Mixer's a pile of wank, buddy.
That one is shit.
But the whole thing, the point of Mixer, not the point, but the fucking selling point for Mixer, which is odd but kind of pretty cool, is the fact that you can do co-op streaming. So what that means is you set up a channel like the JfG Podcast, you know, mixer.com/the JfG Podcast, and then you can set up like my PC can stream to that and your PC or whatever can stream to that, and there'll be both streams on that channel at the same time.
Oh fucking!
So
what
the
about
viewer can choose which one they want to view.
Oh, okay. So I'm visualizing latency issues, and
I know. I mean, surely there must be something there to deal with that, but
some
I don't
syncing
know.
thing or something.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I haven't. You know, I'm not on the tech team there. I don't do their web interfacing. I'm not that guy. Maybe one day.
Despite the flag you're flying, you're not in the back end of that particular...
No, unfortunately not. No.
One day, though.
But no, that like, there you go. Beam.Pro is fucking gone. It's a sad day for one and all. Long live Mixer, buddy. I mean, what a shit name.
Is it just Mixer? MIXER?
Yeah, Mixer.
And that's mixer.com?
.com, apparently so, / the JfG Podcast.
Did no one own that?
I don't know.
In the history of the internet, did no one own mixer.com?
You would think some kind of...
There must... Sorry.
Some kind of food processing...
I'm not even
company.
asking you questions about the stories you're providing.
No,
I'm asking questions impossible for you to answer. But
yeah, I don't know this.
They must have bought someone out. I don't know.
I'm going to say so.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Yeah, mixer.com. There you go, buddy. We're on it.
All right, I'll have to remember that at the end. All right then.
I know. Sorry, mate. My bad. We're not Beam.pro anymore.
Fucking hell. All right, fine. Okay.
It's not. Fucking blame Microsoft, mate. It's Phil motherfucking Spencer.
Is it really?
Wait, he's to do with Microsoft, isn't he? I don't know.
Is Mixer owned by Microsoft then?
Yeah, Beam.pro was the whole like Microsoft's like, yeah, here we go, we're gonna do it.
Why have they renamed it so quickly then?
Because they're fucking retards and they don't know what they're doing.
Fucking Phil motherfucking Spencer.
Well,
honestly.
Phil motherfucking Spencer's come out and said like, yeah, it should be on PlayStation as well. That was one of the other things that I did.
Bring it.
It should be like, yeah, the PlayStation users should be able to stream to mixer.com/the JfG podcast. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, mate, Beam.pro, it's gone.
Oh, well, nice. Is that your lot?
That's it, mate. Yeah,
That's all she wrote. Okay.
there you go. Are we gonna do an outro? I guess.
I suppose so.
Is anything gonna go in between now and the outro?
Jury's out, buddy. I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, we're at like an hour and a half already.
Yeah.
We didn't see this happening tonight, so
No.
you haven't got to fill in much. We've done well.
Fair enough.
Cool.
So I think that'll about do us for episode 113 of the JfG podcast. Ash rejoins us at this point. If he had disappeared,
If something's been in between it.
if I'd pulled my finger out and put some sections in, then Ash would have been missing from those for X amount of minutes, and now
those
here he is.
extra sections you put in, buddy, they were amazing.
Thanks very much.
They were
buddy.
the
I'm
best.
Glad. I'm glad.
It made me come.
I mean, you're in Portugal as we speak at this point.
I am. Yeah, I've listened to it.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Average.
You're out there now.
It's better now because I've forgotten about my PC that's dead.
Yep.
My
Lovely.
tablet that's also dead.
Nice weather.
Yeah. I reckon by now my PS Vita's probably died.
Yep.
Yeah.
You reckon the power
The
supply's
battery's gone on it as well.
Yeah.
Or something to do with the power. It's all to do with the power.
Do you think you might be actually draining the devices around you, Ash, to sustain some sort of life force? Is that
maybe? Yeah, like in Horizon Zero Dawn, where
Yeah.
the robots feed on biomatter or whatever it is.
Certainly relatable to that, yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Well.
I'm the anti-Horizon Zero Dawn. I feed on like mechanical energy. I'm like, I was going to say I'll suck it off, but no, I won't suck it off.
You love it.
Yeah, I love sucking off machines.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I mean, so presumably we're not going to play anything now because you probably need to go to sleep, don't you?
I need to finish packing. I need to pack up my laptop and shit.
Okay, well, we're going to play fucking nothing. I will probably play something, and I'd imagine that something will be NHL, I guess, as a
nice, buddy.
as a
Sounds good.
fucking 747 or Airbus or something.
It sounds beautiful.
It's lovely.
If it was a train, I'd tell you what train it was, but I'm not into planes.
That's it. He doesn't do planes.
No.
Kill an otter in about a second. Well, thanks so much for listening, buddies. You can find us at www.thejfgpodcast.com.
That's true.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, co.uk.
You can find us at www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk. It's been a long day, buddy. Teapot Island, you know.
Teapot.
What can you say?
Over 8,000 teapots.
Over 8,000.
Over 8,000.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
You can find us www.twitch.tv/the JfG podcast. We are at mixer.com/the JfG podcast.
Here we are. Don't.
YouTube. We're on YouTube. JfG Podcast. You know where to find us, buddies. We've got a community on the old PS4. If you've got one of those, you can come and join us. If you're on Xbox, unlucky, or perhaps we are, for not having the backwards compatibility that you do. We are also on Stitcher. We're on your favourite podcast apps. Twitter. At the JfG Podcast, Facebook.com/the JfG Podcast. We're also on Google Plus, of course, if that's how you choose to live your life. thanks so much for listening, frankly. If you are still, I mean, God knows if you made it through the teapot anecdote, but we'll see, I suppose. Hopefully Ash is having a lovely time on his holishlay. We will be back next week, but until then, I have been Alex, he has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Take it easy, buddies. Have a cracking week. Goodbye. You've been listening to the JfG Podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook/the JfG Podcast, or Twitter, where we are at the JfG Podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.